Shout out to all the VIP members watching this full interview on day one. If you're not a VIP and you waited a full year to watch, hit the join button right next to the subscribe button and become a member for just $2.99 a month. And if you haven't subscribed, you already know what to do. Enjoy the interview. Blaccanese, you tapped it with PPhilms. What's the word, man?
What's the word, gang?
Listen, man, everything's good. Everything's good, man. Listen, how you been?
Shit, chilling, regular shit. Same shit, different day.
Bet. You know, I want to start this off by saying, you know, thank you for giving me the opportunity, you know what I mean, to help tell your story on my platform, all right?
Appreciate you.
No doubt. Here on PPhilms, we try to give the subscribers, the people that love you and what you do, a better understanding of Blaccanese. So there might be personal questions, but it's only, you know, these fans and these people that listen to your music, they want to know everything about you. So we're going to let them know Blaccanese the rapper and also Blaccanese the person, all right?
That's a fact.
Bet. So talk about a little bit about your childhood. Like, just tell me a little bit about where you're from and you know, growing up, what it was like for you.
Shit, I'm from the Haven. Niggas know that I'm from Mott Haven and shit. I mean, like, growing up, for me, like, I only had my Cr1ps type shit, so.
Oh, your grandmother?
Yeah.
Okay.
So for me, like, I was outside. For me, like, I was really outside with my friends and shit, mainly type shit. But growing up, I ain't gonna lie, it was hard, because, like I said, I only had my Cr1ps, so I had to help around the house and shit like that, too. Okay. Shit like that. Fucking going to school and shit like that. Nigga, I used to even fucking, like, work at barbershops, sweep up here, like little fun shit.
I remember that, like bag
up groceries and shit for change and shit like that. Like trying to help my grandmother out and shit like that. But
that's what's up.
Word, I ain't gonna lie, shit wasn't the best upcoming for me, but nigga grown now, you feel me? Like live and you learn, you feel me?
Do you feel like, cause I feel like you like the first person I heard say something like that, to where it's like, you know, you worked as a barber, you were sweeping, you in the grocery store, all that. Like that shit I did. But I feel like when I be interviewing a lot of these rappers, they all be like, nah, I never had a job. And it's like, do you feel like having that experience kind of shaped and molded you to be a little bit different or something?
Nah, yeah, hell yeah. Like it was that, you feel me? Like even like I said, I was in the streets and shit, nigga. I did juvenile time too, so like I missed like 3 years of my teenager, my childhood too. You feel me? So it was that too. You feel me? Like,
damn.
And it's like a lot of, for me, a lot of people my age, like for me, like niggas got they whole family, like they moms and for me. So it's a difference. Like they ain't really have to do anything. Like just go to school type shit. Like I had to do mad shit. You feel me? I had to go to school. Go get groceries for my grandmother, you feel me? Go take her to her appointment, shit like that, you feel me? Like,
so you have responsibilities since a young age.
Facts.
Got you. If you don't mind me asking, where was your mother? Where was your father? What was the relationship like with them? What occurred?
I mean, they was around, but they still, you feel me, just going through their own, you feel me? Like, people be going through shit. Like, sometimes people don't want to be bothered with nobody when they going through shit type shit. So, there was some shit like that. Like, they was really going through some shit, and they felt like nobody else could help them type shit. Like, it be some times where I be feeling like that, too, for me. Like, there's some shit that I got to go through by myself. Like, I don't really want or need nobody, you feel me? Like, I just want to go through the shit by myself type shit.
It's hard. Was it like, and not to pry, you can answer as much as you want. Was it like was they in the streets, or was it like drug habits or things like that, or?
Yeah, both.
Okay, gotcha. You know, at that young age, did you know that they were struggling with that?
Yeah, like I could tell, like, nah, my mom's and my pops was really bugging, like.
Yeah.
They not really even here as much. They in the streets too. Like that's another reason why I probably was in the streets too. You feel me? Like seeing them in the streets and shit. Like even me growing up and shit, I'm hearing like, your moms, your pops used to really like be on they bully out here. Like,
oh wow.
You feel me? Like shit like that. You feel me? Like they was on some on the block shit like me. Like I was on the block type shit. But
Gotcha. All right. What is the relationship like with them now?
Still in contact with them. Like
okay.
They been together all their life. For me, like I got brothers and sisters and shit too. So
gotcha. Oh, they still together? They're still okay. Gotcha.
They ain't never leave each other's side type shit.
Okay. Bet. All right. You also spoke about juvenile. You know, it took 3 years out of your juvenile. It's 3. How old were you when you went in? How old were you when you came out?
I mean, when I first started getting locked up, bro, I was 12. My God. booked for trespassing, but when I went in and shit, I was 15.
Gotcha.
Came out when I was 18.
Wow.
2018.
Wow. Yeah. And what was it for?
It was for violating probation. I had mad charges though, like 10 robberies, dumb shit.
Gotcha. You know, like that whole time, I feel like those years are pivotal. Like they're so important for a teenager. Like, you know, what was the mindset like while you was in there for those 3 years? What are some things you could say you learned? You know, either positives, negatives, shit that you experienced in there. What was that like?
I mean, like a lot of niggas I was booked with, like they'll tell you, like nigga, I was in school, like I was going to school and shit when I was in the towns, but I wasn't really going every day. You feel me? Like I was never no dumb nigga. You feel me? Like I always had good grades and shit. Like even my grandmother vouched for that. But when I was booked and shit, like I just learned, like for me, cause I got booked and shit, like nigga, I was just around the wrong crowd. Gangster, like when I got booked, like niggas fake forgot about me. Like only niggas wasn't really asking my teen moms about me, you feel me? Like shit like that. But
they also young like, too. When I look at it, I be thinking that I be like, yo, niggas wasn't looking out for me. But then when I think about when I needed the help, I was
I wasn't even, for me, it wasn't even looking out. You feel me? It was just like checking on me type shit. I don't need nobody look out for me. You feel me? Like, if I'm always fine. Now, if you do look out for me, you know, I appreciate it. You feel me? Like, gangster. And that's why I be like, because I got mad means and shit that's booked and shit too. You feel me? Like, and what I had to realize when I was booked is, like, nigga, nobody life is going to stop for you. You feel me? Gangster, bro. Like, you booked, like, people still going to do what they was doing before you got booked. You feel me? Like, don't think, like, you feel me? They gonna stop doing what they doing to make sure you, what your needs is, you feel me? Like gangster, like. But me, I'm a nigga, I still look out. That's just how I am, you feel me? But that's just reality, like real shit, you feel me? But when I was booked, bro, I just was in school, just trying to get my shit together, like, you feel me? So when I come home and shit, I knew what the fuck to do, like, stay on a positive level type shit. Just stay out that shit, cause I ain't gonna lie, that shit was mad whack, bro. I ain't gonna lie, you can't get no pussy. Like, you could, but for me, nigga, you gotta go to school. You don't gotta go to school, but you gotta wake up. Like, if you don't go to school, nigga, they on your ass. Like, you think you about to be lit. No, like, for me, you can't take a shower when you want to. You gotta ask to go to the bathroom. Like, man, it's dumb shit, bro. That juvenile shit was whack, bro.
I always hear how difficult it is for the youth. Like, juveniles be, like, I hear mad people even say, like, the adolescence is way difficult. You know, did you face any difficult moments in there? Like, yo, kids is just wilding in there, you wilding in there, fights and all that type of shit. I even hear where COs or whoever's in authority be making niggas fight and all that shit. Did you see shit like that going down?
Nah, when I was in there, I ain't gonna lie, like every crib I was in, like, I was just not even on no, this my shit, like, Debo shit. Like, it was just, like, who I am, like, how I was, like, everybody just respected me, like, for me. Okay. Not even on no, like, you my son shit, but whatever I said, go, you feel me? Like, type shit. But, nah, like, it was times where niggas had beef and shit with other cribs and shit. Like, niggas done full, had bros and shit, but, like, on some real crazy shit. Like, nah, probably, like, after I came home and, like, had all these little niggas now start coming off the porch and shit. Now it's probably crazy, but when I was in juvenile and shit, like, it wasn't that crazy. Like,
Gotcha. Okay. You know, you call yourself Blaccanese, and we all see, you know what I'm saying? You look black, but you got the chinky eyes. Like, tell me, like, what's your nationality? Where your parents from? Grandparents from? What are you?
My mom's is Jamaican, and my grandmother, she had Asian and shit like that. Okay. So, but the Chinese niggas been calling me out since I was a kid for me, so it's just Blaccanese, but really just Jamaican, a little bit of Asian. And
okay, when you say a little bit of Asian, was it Japanese, Korean, anything? Korean, yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Did y'all even indulge in eating that type of food or nah?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, it was just Jamaican food.
Okay.
My she passed away and shit, but my grandmother, she used to make just straight Jamaican food. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. You know, you saying that, like, your grandmother was the one that was there for you and then she passed away. The first thing that comes to my mind is, like, so what's...
Yeah, that was my mom's moms that passed away. Like
Okay.
my pops mom.
That's who you grew
is
up
the
with.
one that raised me. You feel me?
Gotcha.
But I was from house to house. Like I really fucked with my grandmothers. Like you feel me? They was really there for me. I ain't gonna lie. Word.
Okay.
But yeah, my pops moms is the one who took care of me, and my moms is the one who took care of me too. But she was the one that was making the Jamaican food.
Gotcha. I bet. So talk about you know when the idea of music starts to, you know, dawn on you, like when you like, yo, you know what, let's try this shit.
I was like 7 years old.
Yeah.
Damn. My uncle and shit. Nigga found, I guess he was in my room and shit. So I ain't gonna lie, I was wild. Like my shit used to be fucked up.
What, the ROMs?
Nah, my room.
Okay.
Get toys, games and shit, mad shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Fucking, he found my book and shit. It was just mad nursery rhymes though, like mad funny shit, but it wrong, gangster. And they were like, yo, shit fake for me, but keep it going, like, for me, get your vocabulary right. For me. Nigga gave me a dictionary and shit. And then it was like just from there, I just kept going. SoundCloud, this was at the time where you could record on SoundCloud from your phone.
I didn't even know you could do that. Wow.
Hell yeah, you could
shit.
record from SoundCloud on your phone and shit. That's what I was doing.
Okay.
That's how I started. Then I got booked and shit. When I got booked, they had studio shits, programs and shit too. For me. That's why I really started recording. Like, it wasn't the best sound and quality and shit, but it was better than me recording on my phone.
Gotcha.
And then I started like that. And then, for me, I had got into I forgot which one I got into first. I think it was Carnegie Hall.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah, I think it was Carnegie Hall. I did some shit at Carnegie Hall and shit.
Like a live performance.
Yeah.
Oh wow. What
Matter
was
of
that
fact, I ain't gonna lie, this nigga Nas Blixky, gangster, nigga Nas Blixky was there and shit too. He was in Juvenile and shit, like, for me. But they had programs and shit, like, but you really had to, like, be on that, like, to get in that shit. Like, you really had to rehearse and do all that. Like, it was really mad. I ain't gonna lie, like, being in Juvenile, I done got into mad good shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, gangster, and just being who I am, though. Because I ain't gonna lie, you ain't gonna be an asshole and get into places like that. Like, for me, I ain't gonna lie. But word, I got into Carnegie Hall, and then, like, a year after, I was, like, 15, too, 16, gangster, and then the year after that, I had got into Radio City Hall in the Madison Garden shit. I performed there. I had Run DMC and shit like that. He was the one who was prepping me and like for the whole show. So I was doing mad practices and shit like that, like gangster. And it's crazy because for the Radio City shit, I couldn't curse.
Okay.
So my track, like, I couldn't curse. Like,
it was clean.
They had to be clean.
Yeah.
Gangster. But I did that shit, gangster. I did that shit.
Wow. So at that time, I know you said, like, just rewinding, you said Nas Blixky was in there. Did y'all speak, or it was kind of like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hell yeah. Like,
so does he remember that he seen you in it?
Hell yeah.
Oh.
I got a picture and all that shit. Gangster.
Oh, okay. You see, now that makes a lot of sense, too, because everybody's always like, how Nas Blixky and Tutu is cool with Yus Gz and you and this and that.
Yeah, he definitely know me, like, and it was like, for me, cause I don't know, for me, but at that type of time, at that time, it was like, for me, 260, and for me, like, for me, they was together.
They was together at that time,
At that time, so it was different, you feel me, like, cause it's a lot of niggas I was booked with, niggas that know me. Like, I was booked with a couple niggas that's really factors, like that rap and shit, gangster, like folk niggas, like old type of niggas, bro. Like,
you gotta say who though? Who?
Who?
Yeah.
Nigga, Jaydee was in fucking Juvenile, you know, like fucking my son Siggie Sev, for me. My son I don't know if you really know him and shit, but my son Mikey and shit, that's my son Chef G and the mans and shit like that.
Okay.
For me, I was booked with a couple niggas though, bro. I was booked with a couple niggas, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Crazy. That's crazy. But no, shout out to you, man, doing all that shit so young. Like, going through that experience, is it that moment where you like, yo, this shit could actually happen for me?
Nah, hell yeah. Like, when I got into the Carnegie Hall shit, like, it was calm. Like, for me, it wasn't all that. But when I did the Radio City shit, I ain't gonna lie, like, it was mad roles, like, mad people, like, not when I performed, it was mad people, but like when I was rehearsing and shit like that, I'm just looking like, and they keep telling us like every performance like, y'all gotta get it together, like the days coming closer, it's gonna be this many people here, and I'm just looking at the seats and shit like, there's really mad seats and shit like, and this is my real first time ever performing in my life ever. Like I performed before, but not in front of this many people, like gangster. So it was like different and shit. And it's like the day of when I did perform and shit, like my family was in the first row. So it's like I'm performing it, but I ain't gonna lie, I did good. But I'm performing, and it's like my moms and my grandmother, everybody in the front row just screaming and shit. Like I'm like, nah, like screaming my God, all type of shit. But it was lit though. Like it was a good experience. I ain't gonna lie. Like no funny. I'm tight because I was still booked during that time. You feel me? Like I was still in juvenile during that time, but they just let me, like, you feel me? They let me go to that shit to perform and shit like that. I was still booked, and I ended up just like doing a little dumb shit while I was still booked, added on time and shit. So it was like I fucked up my opportunity for that shit because they dad was fucking with me. Wow. And it's crazy because when I came home, like probably like a year and a half or two, one of my sons that was performed too. He played guitars and he sing and shit like that. Yeah, and then he got signed to Neo and shit. So I'm like, damn, bro. Like I knew I got, for me, and I'm not knocking nobody hustle. Everybody got talent. Like everybody talent should be out there. But I'm like, damn. Like if my dumb ass wasn't so stupid, I would have never fucked up my opportunity to get signed or some shit like that. You feel me? But word, that shit was a big opportunity for me.
Nah, that's what's up. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So, doing that, you know what I'm saying? You say you perform here at Carnegie Hall. You perform at Radio Hall. All that. You go, you stay there. I guess they add on time. You come home. You see dude get signed, whatever the case may be. Now, when you get back home, are you hitting the studios and stuff?
Nah, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Once I came home, I came home to a bag and shit, so it was like, I just got straight onto the music. Gangsta, once I came home, I got straight onto the music, and I had...
No, you say you came home to a bag? What you...
Yeah, I came home to some bag money. Came home to some bread, so...
How, like, were you just...
Huh?
You mean when you came home, you started doing something to get bread, or you had a lawsuit or something? Like, how you...
Nah, like, when I came home, like, basically... When I came home in the juvenile shit, like they had programs and shit. You could earn money and shit like that.
Gotcha.
So I was doing shit like that. But I was doing it OD, like, for me, like, I was really, like, when I was in that shit, bro, I was really learning, like, for me, I was gaining bros and all that shit, but majority, like, I was really learning, like, I was really respected in here, like, so it was like, I was at every program. Whatever program that had money involved or a studio thing or music, anything that I liked as a hobby, like even basketball, I was playing tournaments, all type of shit. I came home and shit, I was heavy on the music. My son Woo Lotti started getting on the music shit too. And that's when you heard that Fools Talk shit with me. Free my son Get Back and shit. Or my son Get Back be on the music shit too. And he be home soon too, back on that music shit too. So gangsta, but we made that song. And it's like, before we made that song, like, he was like one of my supporters, like one of my biggest supporters, like making sure I was really on that music shit, like making sure I'm going to school, all that. So it was like when we made that song, and it was like he was already known, you feel me? Like, he'd go to school, son got mad bitches, you feel me? Like, he get the bag, he fly, you feel me? Like, gangster. So it was like he was already lit, you feel me? So him doing music only made him litter, you feel me? Gangster.
Gotcha.
So it was like when he passed and shit, that shit got me tight, cause it's like my son had so much shit. Like he was like, it was so much shit. He was waiting, like he was definitely like just waiting, bro. He was just waiting for the right moment, like to just drop music. Yeah, you feel me? Like, and it's crazy cause that shit got me tight, cause the next song that we was gonna drop was with me, him, and my son Scat. You feel me? It's on Apple Music and all that shit. It's called the Three Stooges and shit. We was gonna do that shit. But word, and it's like he had mad other songs though. like with RPT, D thing and them too. So it was like he was really going crazy. Like he was really locked in, like in the stool, like, and that shit, that ass, like it reminded me of me when I really first got home and gangster. I was really in the stool, like really in the stool every weekend, gangster. So it was like that shit had me tight.
Damn.
Like right now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm working on releasing, like trying to mix and master, make a EP or album for my son.
Okay.
With all his music, all his
Gotcha.
unreleased music and shit.
Yeah.
And just have his family make a like his mom should have a email, so that shit could just, all the bread they generate from that shit just go straight to them.
Yeah. Nah, that's fire, man. Like there's so many people that pass, and to hear you say that, like, yo, trying to kind of keep his name alive like that and getting his family involved, I respect that, for real. I really do. Word. And it's to hear you say he had music that was gonna come out with D thing and so much more shit. It's like, damn, bro. Like, I question this. Is it difficult? And the reason I say this is because we see this happen so many times. We seen this shit happen with the Bronx. Like, niggas get this close and then either lose their life or get locked up. Like, how hard is it to leave the street shit alone when you have music as an outlet? Is it really that hard? Because for us, we looking at it like, my nigga, you about to be a millionaire. Like, leave that bullshit alone. But it happens so often. I want to know, like, is it just hard to get out? Is it just you so wrapped up in it that you can't, or is it that you don't have the finances to get out, so you get caught up in the bullshit anyway? What would you think? What would you say it is?
I mean, it's mad. For me, it's mad shit. Like, it's either fucking, I don't know, like, it's mad shit. Like, either you don't got the finances,
yeah,
or you just don't take it serious, you feel me? Or, I don't know, like, for me, really, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, in my shoes and shit like that, bro, like, yeah. I take this music shit serious, you feel me? Like, my grandmother really, like, she look at this shit like, this shit gonna take us out, you feel me? So I take this shit serious, gangster. So, but in other people, it could be different cases, you feel me? Because everybody got their own different story, you feel me? Everybody got their own different struggles and shit. But in my case, you feel me? Like, nah, like, if you really got shit going on for yourself, like, you really proactive, like, you productive, you doing shit, like, and you got people around you that got good intentions for you, nah. Some people be having people that don't give a fuck about them. They just give a fuck about themselves. They see, this nigga about to get lit. I'm about to just tag along with this nigga because he about to be lit in a couple months or some shit. Or he get mad views and shit like that. Like, for me, like, everybody got their own intentions. Like, you just gotta know. Or you gotta, for me, try to know. Try to see if you gonna have them around you. You can't just have people around you just to have them around you if you know you lit or you about to be lit. Like, and you know your worth. Gangster.
Gotcha. Alright. Yeah, I know we seen the first time I kinda got wind of who you were is when I seen the song Up It with you and Yus Gz. That's kind of the song that got me like, oh snap, who's this dude? Start checking the other music that you have. Talk about that relationship with Yus Gz and just how that was formed, how long y'all knew one another, and even creating that song, what that was like.
Yeah, I knew Yus Gz since it was a young boy.
Yeah.
Gangster. Same shit for me. Got booked and shit, you feel me? And niggas get booked, you feel me? Like, and that shit have dead ass, like, that shit have dead ass make you, like, for me, some people though, for me, like, most people though, I could say, that shit have dead ass make you, like, really think, like, what the fuck I did wrong and how I could not do that shit again or just make the same mistake again or that ass, just stay out jail, like, for me. Nigga just start writing, that ass. Nigga start writing, making music. My son, mind you, when my son was booked and shit, like, he used to send niggas music and shit. So we had music and shit from bro. So it was like, nah, son really had some shit, like. And you see it sound different. At that time, like, it was Pop Smoke, but Pop Smoke wasn't, I don't even think Pop Smoke was really out there, yeah. He was just getting out
started.
there, and it was like,
gotcha.
Nah, this nigga got some different sounds, just like Pop Smoke. Like, nah, this nigga bugging.
Yeah.
We on him. We gonna make sure he keep the shit serious. Like,
yeah, when he get home.
Yeah. Came home and shit. And for me, like, niggas know me. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't even look at myself like as a hustler, none of that, like, or artist either. Like, I just look at myself as an entrepreneur. Like, for me, gangster. But came home, I always got money and shit like that. So it's like, I just started taking bro with me. Like, if I'm going to the stool, he coming with me, gangster. If he needs something for a vid, I got him type shit, gangster. And it was like, my mans is booked too and shit, you feel me? Like, and my mans is just like, yo, bro, I need y'all niggas to, like, just be on that music shit, bro. Like, stay together. Like, whatever you do, just keep niggas around you, take niggas with you and shit. You feel me? Niggas be on the block all day and shit. I'm like, bet. So I just started taking bro with me and shit, like, that ass. Like, we even went to A Lab Studio, so Rocco Bowling and Twisted Say on them niggas and shit, and that shit. Gangster. But word, like, and it's like, we made that song. We made that song. Matter of fact, we didn't make that song there. We made the song in the studio. Pop Smoke shot his last video in. I think that shit called I Am I.
Okay. Oh wow.
Word. Wow. That's what we made up of that.
Gotcha. And put it out, and that shit was
that shit went crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking, I got the cameraman and shit to come out. My son affiliated films and shit.
Yeah.
Got him to come out.
Movie.
My son, D-Thing and them popped out. RPT popped out, and it was lit for me. Gangsta.
Gotcha.
Shit was acting.
Gotcha. That's what's up. That's what's up. You know, like, we kind of see in the media, like, him kind of going at Polo, the guys in Polo ground, or, you know, and when you see things like that, like, what comes to your mind?
Like me personally, like,
and that, and also is it like a Mott Haven has an issue with Polo grounds, or like, where do you stand personally?
Me personally, like, when I see shit like that, like, I just be scrolling past that shit. Like, for me, like, that ass, like, it's like, I got bills and shit. Like, for me, I got real responsibilities and priorities. Like, and niggas be on the internet, like, you feel me? Like, just doing dumb shit, saying dumb shit. Like, niggas got phones, numbers for a reason.
Yeah.
Why you gotta, you feel me? That's what I be on, you feel me? But, and I don't know what the fuck, it's probably some personal shit. Like, you feel me? The internet shit. It's the internet, because the internet be gassing shit too. You fake pages saying dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like, I be going live, you and Yus Gz beefing? Like, no, what the fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, y'all niggas be trying. But them niggas be, like, the internet too, like, that's why I think be trying to stay away from that shit, because people really be believing anything they see on the internet.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
all that shit not true. And then it's like, when people see shit on the internet that's not coming from directly from the person, or somebody just saying it, they like, nah, that shit true. Like, ain't nobody just gonna say that for no reason. Like, for me, like, so I don't know.
Do you ever feel to yourself like, for me sometimes, let's say two of my boys are going at it, but I genuinely love both of them, genuinely fuck with both of them. I'm gonna try to, get on the phone, or try to sit y'all down together. Just be like, yo, bro, hash out y'all shit right now. You feel me? Do you ever take that responsibility?
I used to. Right now, I'd be like, fuck that. Like, niggas getting older. You feel me? Like, we not kids no more, bro. I ain't never really been a kid. I ain't never really had the chance to be a kid. So, shit like that, like, we wasn't doing shit like that. Like, we used to really shake and piece each other, smoke each other, get lit after. Like, we wasn't really on no internet shit. Like, you feel me? And it was like, when I was outside, niggas was more on Facebook than Instagram. You feel me? Like, gangsta, we was still on Instagram, but we was more on Facebook.
Facebook
so
was
like,
lit around that time.
We wasn't tagging niggas like, yo, this nigga just, you feel me? Like, niggas just, we really outside. Like, we live in the same area. We gotta see each other. Like, so we gonna press the issue. Like, somebody's gonna, either me or my man's gonna press the issue. Like, I mean, like, that's how we was, you feel me? Like, that's why I be saying, like, this new generation, like, it's not
so different.
Yeah.
The only thing I always be like, yo, there's always gonna be issues with brothers.
No, that's
it's not gonna, you know what I'm saying?
But that shit shouldn't. You shouldn't take that shit to heart. Like when you holding grudges or you got real hatred in your body towards your brother. Like niggas be taking shit to the most extreme. Like
what caused that between them? Yus and
I don't even know. Like that's how much I don't even be paying it. Like I got so much. Like I got people that look up to me, like kids, my family, like my grandmother, like you feel me, like I got people that
you got responsibilities.
Like, I got shit to do. I don't got time to be telling one another like, yo, bro, y'all niggas just go like talk about it. Y'all want to fight, but like for me, just get the shit over with. Like niggas can't see that from themselves between them. I just be on something like, but I'm not gonna be on no. I'm not no fake nigga. Like if I fuck with niggas, I fuck with niggas. Like gangster. I'm not gonna just not fuck with a nigga because this nigga fucking with a nigga because for a personal problem. You feel me? That they could just talk or fight about and it could just be over. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like word. So both of them nigga Polo. I fuck with Polo. Like niggas know what's the word. Like gangster. Like my son Chapo. Nigga call me. Niggas know what's up. Like gangster. Like niggas know what's up. Man. Nigga, I'm from Mott Haven. Like. I mean, nobody can't tell me nothing. Like, so it's like, for me.
All right, bet. How about the whole 4-1 situation? Like we kind of see like, at least we thought everything was okay between Yus, Kyle. If I feel like I'm not bugging. They have a song together, right?
I don't even know. I know that Yus trying to get a song with bro. So he was trying to get a song with Kyle or whatever. But I don't know, like, and this is like shit I don't be understanding with the internet shit. Like niggas be
Blaccanese, you can't say internet. You can't say internet.
It be the internet. It be the media. Cause it be used to go live listening to Richh and them. And somebody mad people will comment, oh, but don't Richh fuck with these people that y'all don't fuck with in it. And you feel me? Like, people just be antagonizing people. And I ain't gonna lie, like, some people is really easy to antagonize them. You feel me? Like, when I was younger, it was easy as fuck to get me mad. Like, you feel me? Like, and nigga, Yus is still young. Like, that's my brother. Like, but he's still living and he's still learning. Just like I am. Like, you don't never stop living and learning. As long as you living, you're learning. So it's like, I don't take that shit from nobody, but it's just the internet shit began to people. Like, that shit could get to me, like, gangster. Like, sometimes certain shit I be seeing, like, some people that ass be posting some real dumb, ignorant shit. Like, it'd be like, what the fuck you thinking?
Where you get that from?
To be posting shit like that.
You see, for me, it's like, we seen relationship. Like, I think I've seen Yus playing Kyle's music. I believe I've seen Kyle playing his music. I'm not sure if I'm wrong. I apologize, but I think so. But initially, I seen 4-1 with Dougie, with DOA. And I know recently Yus says Kyle might as well be DOA. But it's like, I feel like, why can't somebody do a song with these guys?
They could, though. And that's what I be telling niggas, like, bro, no funny shit. It's really like mad young niggas that come from the same places we came from. Probably was worse. Probably more shootings today. Niggas probably die more over there. You feel me? But you never know. But it's like, nigga, the same way we trying to make it out, they trying to make it out too. So it's like, you can't be mad at a nigga trying to make his dream come true. Like, trying to get out the hood. Like, you feel me? Especially if, like, you don't know if they been knew each other or one of his mans know him. Like, they
meaning like Kyle and them DOA.
Like Dougie, like, you don't know if the niggas grew up together or one of Kyle mans know him. Like, you feel me? Like, and it's like, if that's the case, like, nigga, before we made a song with Nas 17 Racks, it's like he made songs with niggas we don't really fuck with like that. You feel me? But it's like, I respect it because I spoke to Racks and it's like, bro, he's just trying to make a way for himself. Like, he making a living, bro. Like, that ass. Now, I said difference is, it's a difference if, like, boom, like, now counting him, like, on some DOA shit, like, big DOA shit, like, for me.
Start dissing and saying
not even dissing, like, just like, I'm DOA now. Like, you feel me? See how they 4-1 and
Yeah.
They just thought I'm DOA. Like,
Yeah.
bro.
Gotcha. Now it's an issue because you're claiming exactly what I'm against.
Yeah,
so
like,
you're with them.
But
Gotcha.
it's like you 4-1, bro. You just, if in my eyes, to me, is they just doing business. They doing music shit, industry shit. You feel me? Like gangster, like that shit don't really be phasing me. Like I don't really be looking at that shit in no type of way. That ass.
Gotcha. I bet. Let's talk about Rah Gzz. I'm not sure what was your relationship. Did you have a relationship with him?
I mean, I did, but not like that close. Like I was around, bro. Like we was linking and shit like that. Yeah. Like free my son Nas Stacks, all people Woo Lotti. My son Woo Lotti used to go to the A and shit like that. You feel me?
Gotcha.
My son Stacks and shit like that. But we was close, but not that close. Like on some everyday smoking and shit like that. Like
not like you and Woo Lotti.
Yeah, you feel me?
Gotcha.
Like it would be like on like you feel me? Like on occasions or for me when shit niggas link up type shit. Gangster. Because there was a time where my son Woo, my son Bino, Scat and shit, niggas used to just go over there and shit like that. Like, niggas been going over there. And I be getting that too, like, I be getting, like, where this come from. Like, most of the blocks that we chill with, like, there's really history there.
Okay.
Like, from our old niggas to us, you feel me? Like, it's really history there. Ain't no, we just linked up with these niggas. Like, it's years in this shit. Like,
before your time.
You feel me?
Gotcha.
So, that shit, like, we was already linked up. Like, we just had to meet each other type shit. Yeah, basically, like, we was already linked up. Our old niggas already linked up. We just had to basically meet each other type shit. We the young niggas type shit.
Yeah.
And niggas was together and shit. I ain't gonna lie. And when my son Woo passed and shit, that shit just brought niggas together closer, more. You feel me? Gangsta.
Well, to them.
To Rah Gzz, to the 8, for me, to everybody and shit. I brought niggas closer and shit.
What would you say, when you met him, like, what would you say, what type of person he was? Because I feel like he's one of those names that he's kind of like, in a weird way, we was kind of robbed the opportunity to get to know who he was. Yeah. It's like his name,
That's how I feel about my son Woo Lotti.
Exactly, he's one of them as well. Like the name is big, but we never got to see who they were. Like, I wish there's no interview out of them. It's like, damn, you didn't really get to see them. Nah. So what was that like, meeting them?
Bro was lit, I ain't gonna lie. Like, reminded me of bro, like, Woo Lotti. Like,
wow.
Niggas is around the same age, you feel me? Like, he reminded me of bro, and it's like, niggas is they selves. Like, they was not trying to betray to be nobody. Like, they wasn't trying to improve nobody. Like, they was just doing them. They was just dumb. You feel me? Like, Rah Gzz was Rah Gzz, Woo Lotti was Woo Lotti. You feel me? Like, and what you said, y'all ain't even get to meet them, but everybody mentioning them. Like, not just us, his brother, they brothers and shit, but niggas that say they smoking on them and shit, and this and that. That just goes to tell you, like, they was somebody important. Yeah. Gangster.
With you saying that, we constantly hear, songs about people dissing the dead or this and that. Does that ever get old to you? Like, yo,
it get old to me though too, cause it's like I've been on that. You feel me? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, before niggas was making music, I've been saying that I'm smoking this, smoking that. So it's like, and that was like 2015, 16, 17. So it's like, it's about to be 2023 and to still hear that shit. That should be whack to me. You feel me? Like, that should be whack. Like, it be getting old. Like, that should be mad whack to me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, and I look at myself as an artist. You feel me? Like, back then and shit, it was just like, some block shit. Like, I was doing it. Like, show my man, just like, look, got this track for niggas to listen to and shit. But as I start, like I said, I performed at Carnegie Hall and the radios. I start seeing, like, I could really take this shit somewhere. So I start making real music.
Yeah, it's bigger than just these issues
you
here.
Me? Like, so I start making real music, and it's like when I hear shit like that, it'd be like, that shit whack.
Yeah,
like, for me.
You know what I think about? Like, don't get me wrong, I love drill. Like, I know a lot of people have their problems with it, but I love it. I was working out last night. I'm playing that drill shit. You know what I'm saying? I love it. But the one thing I will say is, it's more it's less talent and more who can be the most disrespectful. Like it's not trying to be clever and like little punchlines and nice. It's about
saying the same shit.
Yeah.
But just mixing up who they smoking on or when they saying it.
Yeah. It took away from that. It took away. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes I'm guilty of this. Like, I'll listen to a drill song, and if niggas ain't dissing, I start thinking, nah, this is whack. But why am I like that? Because it's
so common.
Yeah.
Now, you feel me? Like drill to me, back, like, for me, when was fucking like the Migos and like trap shit. Like trap is basically drill now.
Yeah.
Gangster.
Yeah.
That's really like gangster. Like Migos and shit was like drill shit to me. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
And that was called trap. Like then, like if I'm not mistaken, I think them niggas brought the genre trap into the shit.
Yeah.
Migos.
Yeah, you can say them, Future, and all that.
But it's like, so I don't really. This generation's just washed up and smoked out. Gangster, but like, and I began to like, mad people be coming up to me and shit like, yo, and they be older people, like sometimes I don't be expecting it. Like, I be out and shit, niggas be like 28, 32. Mind you, I'm 21, so it's like niggas be coming up to me like, yo,
I thought you was way older than 21. You're mad young, bro. I'm 33, bro. Facts. You're 21. Mad young. Wow.
I just turned 21 this year. Bro.
Wow.
But fucking people be coming up to me and shit, and they be like 28, 32 and shit like that. I'd be like, damn, like, my music impacting people like that. And and that's how I just know, like, I'm really just, like, my music is relatable because I'm speaking, like, my life, like, what I went through, like, for me, what I see, shit like that. Like, I'm really just making real music that people could relate to. Like, there been mad times people, yo, cooking to your music. I'm in the shower to your music. I'm driving to your music. I'm working out. I'm listening to your music. Like, and I be like, damn, like, I don't even listen to my own music that much. Like, for me, like, fuck.
But you motivating somebody.
Nah, word. And it's like, I don't know, like, I be feeling like, damn, what the fuck, like, I'm doing wrong. Like, that should be making me want to go back to the old me when I be, smoking this, but that shit corny to me, you feel me?
Yeah.
And it's like, in no reality, when I hear niggas saying they smoking my mans, that shit get me tight. So I know if I make 1,000 songs and me saying that's gonna get niggas tight. Like, and it's like, I don't want to be tight for me.
Yeah.
Based on, like, I just want to be rich, take care of my loved ones, you feel me? And that shit corny. And I don't want to be looked at like as a nigga that's just on some straight violent shit. Like, that ass, like, you already see how they be trying to point the hip-hop police and shit towards niggas and shit. Like, so it's like, I be on some real, like, just for the people type shit.
Gotcha. Alright. Yeah. You know, while I have you up here, I remember earlier this year, I interviewed Lee Drilly. And in the interview, we discussed, like, basically Drilly's going at Cr1ps, YGz constantly talking about Cr1ps, like, in a disrespectful way. And after I was telling him, I'm like, but because he was basically saying that he wasn't feeling GDs because they was dropping what he's throwing up. But I'm like, you dropping what people you cool with is throwing up. And he like, who? And I'm like, there's YGs that's Cr1ps. But he was saying, I don't know no YGs that's Cr1ps. But I'm talking to one right now. You know, so people have this misconception that you can't be YG and Cr1ps. So for you, speak on like where that misconception come from and what's the history on that?
That shit just some block shit. Like,
okay,
blocks beefing with blocks. Like you said, like, I'm living proof. Like, that's all. Like, it's just a couple of niggas, but it's like, I'm here right now.
Yeah.
But that shit just some block shit. You feel me? Like, gangster. Like, niggas really know. Like, it's really outstanding members. That's really P's. Like, niggas know what's going on. Like, but that's really just some block shit.
Yeah.
He really know what's up. That's bro. Like,
yeah.
Gangster.
And to anybody, I'm not trying to start, you know what I'm saying? It's just,
I'll be knowing.
Yeah, my job is to get down to the bottom of things. So it's like, that's why I'm like, yo, let you get the floor to say how you feel, or whatever the case may be.
Nah, but that's just some block shit. It's rare.
Yeah.
It's rare But it's many few of us, feel me? But that's just some block shit.
Got you. Does that ever put you in a little tough spot? Like when, like either Crips might be like, yo, bro, why you around these niggas and they saying or people who's talking about the Crips, they like, yo, why you around them? You different. We fuck with you, but you different. You know what I'm saying? Like, does that ever put you in a tight spot?
Nah, I don't know.
Okay. Gotcha. Alright, bet. You know, I do have to bring this up. I know, like a couple of weeks ago, there was rumors, you know, and I don't want to say this in an insensitive way because obviously it's a serious thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That you did get shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get into like who did it, this and that. That's not my. I'm not. You know, I'm not a cop. That's not my position to ask that. But
informant either.
Word. But talk to me about like where your state of mind is right now. After that whole situation.
Me, I'm Gucci.
Yeah.
Gangsta. Fucking. I just dropped the clothing line. Gangsta. Got the shit on. Keep motion. You feel me?
Yeah. Talk about the clothing line too.
I got music coming out. Well, I got an LLC shit, for me.
Okay.
I got mad music coming out, for me. Like, ain't nothing stopped, for me.
Yeah.
Just more shit. Like,
Yeah.
you're just gonna see more of me, bro. I ain't going nowhere.
Gotcha.
That ass. Like,
Do you feel like
niggas are saying I was dead.
Yeah, I heard that.
For me.
I heard that.
But that just goes to show you can't really just believe the internet, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like that's why I keep bringing up the internet shit, bro. Because it just be mad shit with the internet. Like,
when people were saying that, were you at home or wherever you were watching them say that, like kind of to yourself, like, yo,
nah, yeah, that shit had me laughing. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Because the internet really got power. Like,
yeah,
that shit give people power, bro. That you will see them in real life and they probably just be quiet as hell. But on Instagram, they'll post 20 posts a day.
yeah,
They'll type 20 posts.
Yeah.
But that just goes to show you, like, that shit just give niggas energy, power, batteries, and niggas vibes.
Gotcha.
That shit just be bullshit.
Gotcha. Did it change you in any way, whether positive or negative? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah, have you? That shit made me look at, like, nigga, life is precious. Like, for me, like,
Yeah.
I done lost niggas that I ain't never gonna get to, for me. So, hell yeah, like, on a positive note, shit just made me hustle, grind harder, like,
Yeah.
for everything I'm doing, everything I invest in, for me, everything I do.
As you should. Word. I don't know if you can say this. Did you get top? Did you get hit in your top, bottom? With you can talk about that? Or?
Nah.
Okay. Too far?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, bet. But happy to see that you're good. You know, you're healthy. You don't even look like you went through anything. So that's, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. And it's nice to hear you saying it made you, you know, want to go even harder, put the music out, clothing line out, you know, and let the people know where they could even purchase the clothing line.
Nah, word. So I just dropped the clothing line and shit, keep motion and shit. I got the design right here. Then I got some shit in the back, but fucking I got on my page, it's a link in my bio.
Yeah.
And I'm also selling Jordans and shit too. So
Okay.
if you be looking for Jordans that's re-dropping and shit, I got it. If you can't wait online, I got it. You feel me? Just let me know your size and shit. Word. But you click the link in my bio in the website link and the Instagram page link is there.
Gotcha.
So I could just click that, cop up. Sweatsuits is 100 for me and shirts is 50.
Absolutely.
But I might give you a discount.
Gotcha. All right, tap in with Blaccanese.
Fact.
Last question before we go. We seen the walkthroughs with Shot by Manzo, Fuchsia's TV. Talk to me about how that linked. How did y'all link up with them, and you know what was that experience like?
Well, Fuchsia's was hit me up, you know, cause me and Yus got the song Up It. That shit go crazy. We from the same block, so he hit me up. Like for like both of us type shit. Like, yo, what's up with you and Yus and shit? Like, I know Yus be busy, so people be hitting me up like I'm his manager and shit. Cause I guess they see like we in the beat back then. Like we had mad songs, like back to back. That's right next to each other, and the shit is lit. Like, but mad people be hitting me up for Yus Gz, like trying to send clothes and shit. And it's like, I know this is my mans and shit, but like for me, but Fuchsia's and Manzo and shit, they hit me up and shit. Just trying to get next to niggas and shit like that. And it was cool, I ain't gonna lie. Fuchsia's was cool. Manzo was cool.
Yeah.
Fucking, I had to take my son Futures to store to get some food and shit, cause we got some food shit on my block. So that shit was cool. Like a lot, it was a different experience. You feel me? Like you meet different people from different places and shit.
Yeah.
And they just different people. Like everybody got a different personality. Like it's different. You feel me? But it was cool for the most part. Like it was a different experience.
That's what's up. I ain't gonna lie. When I seen the vlog,
and that shit was in the rain. We did that
yeah,
shit all in the rain.
I seen y'all under the thing too, talking and all that. That was fire. I was like, damn. Look, New York, we dropped the ball because none of us niggas who do journalism or vlogs popped out. How we let niggas out of town pop out
my
first?
My son was in the rain with it too. My son was like, I ain't really trying to get my camera wet. But this interview lit. Fuck it.
Yeah,
like,
you got to. Nah,
gangster.
That's what's up.
That was not. He was that waiting for it to stop raining. That shit would not stop raining.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta go.
Yeah, facts. You just did that shit.
Word. But listen, Blaccanese, I appreciate your time, man. And like I say to everybody, and I gotta say it to you, like, obviously I want to see your shit go up. You good? You putting the music out? They already know how to cop the clothing. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going up. Stay out the way, and more blessings to you, man.
Also, too, I'm doing a tour drive too for Christmas and shit.
Oh, smooth.
Or for the kids and shit like that. Niggas ain't have shit like that when I was a kid and shit.
Absolutely.
I did a back to school shit too, so if niggas is in tune with that, then everybody should be
in tune with the tour drive. And same way they could contact you through your Instagram, right?
Yeah, facts. I'm gonna post a flyer this week. I'm gonna post a flyer this week on Friday. It's gonna be on the 23rd. And that's gonna have all the details and shit, like all the people to contact, the numbers and all that shit.
Absolutely.
Gonna have all that shit there.
Got you. Y'all hear that? Toy drive coming up. Check out Blaccanese page and listen, man. Like I said, go up. Appreciate your time.
You're ready. Appreciate you, bro.
Come on, man. Until next time, Blaccanese.
Okay.